Hi, everyone. It's time for us to prayerfully consider how God is calling us to use our financial resources to bless ministry and mission here at Epiphany. Over the next 3 weeks, you're going to hear a series of videos that are conversations that I've had with several of our ministry partners, both local and throughout the state of North Carolina. In looking ahead to 2021, we've identified 3 different goals that we want to undertake that are new initiatives. And with your generosity, we can achieve those. The first is to provide half scholarships for each child or youth that wants to go to one of our outdoor ministry sites here in North Carolina. We are very blessed to have Luther Ridge outside of Asheville, Luther Rock near Boone, Camp Agape over in Fuquay-Varina, and then Curie Beach, which is literally beachfront at Curie Beach. It's a great location. And we want to provide the opportunity for any child or youth in our congregation to go and enjoy the beauty of God's creation, to interact with young adult counselors and other children and youth, and to have their faith formed in a really powerful way. So we're hoping that we can increase our offerings so that we can provide that essential gift for the children and youth here at Epiphany. We know that Faith Camp is an expense, and we want to do everything we can to lower the barrier so that money is not an object for our children here to experience these wonderful, wonderful places apart. You're going to be seeing an interview this morning with Deacon Chandler Carricker. Chandler is on staff at Novus Way Ministries. He has served in a variety of capacities across the church, but over the last couple of years has been overseeing programming at Novus Way Ministries, and I'm really thankful for him. I want to thank you for taking time to prayerfully consider how you can use your resources to bless God's mission here at Epiphany. And thanks for taking this time to listen to this conversation. I hope you enjoy it. Chandler, thanks for taking some time and coming and meeting with us today and telling us a little bit about Novus Way.
Yeah, Russell, it's great to talk to you and great to have time to share with the people of Epiphany. I also consider myself a token Winston-Saleum. How do you say that?
I have Salemite. I don't know.
Salemite.
Yeah, I don't know.
My whole family except for me went to Wake Forest, so I have deep ties in Winston-Salem and cheer for the Deacons even when it hurts. So which is most of the time.
Well, yeah. If I remember correctly, you went to state for undergrad, so that's been we've got some state fans at Epiphany, so it's all good. And their pastor happens to be a Duke fan, so they still they still accept me there.
That's grace right there, being able to accept a Duke fan. So but I'm glad to be here and to share with you all about your outdoor ministries and what we're doing and how we work to make impact in the world.
So could you tell us a little bit about the summer camp ministries there? Because while Novus Way has things like Wild Women that our Epiphany women have been a part of and other things like that, summer camp seems to be kind of the thing that most people are aware of when they think of like Luther Ridge and Luther Rock, which are 2 of the 4 sites that Novus Way works with.
Yeah, so summer camp really is, I would say, is our kind of our linchpin, our cornerstone of what we do, and it really is what gets people connected with our mission, our ministry up here. You mentioned our 2 sites here in North Carolina, Luther Ridge here outside of Asheville, and Luther Rock, which is about 30 minutes from Boone, so pretty close to you all in Winston. And then we also go down into Georgia with Luther Ranch, and in Florida with Luther Springs. And at all of these sites, summer camp is central to what we do and how we work to to make a difference in God's world. The kind of the highlights of our summer camp program. We have we offer many of the standard week away at summer camp where you're doing crafts, you're singing songs, faith is being formed, relationships are being made. We work really hard to get people into the outdoors and also have them gain skills in what it means to be outside in God's creation. And those are our outdoor adventure programs that happen actually at all four of our sites. Luther Ridge and Luther Rock have lots of outdoor adventure programs that campers as young as in or in elementary school can be a part of, all the way up through adults even. I was really excited. I was just working on next summer's schedule, and we have an adult OAP program
Oh,
at
nice.
Luther Rock this summer. So so we work to get people outside. We work to form leaders, and we do that not only with our campers, but one of the biggest ways that our summer camp program makes a difference in God's world is the leaders that we train as counselors here at our sites. I mean, you and I were counselors together, and so many of our friends have gone on to not just make a difference in the church, but make a difference in incredible places in God's world. We really look at that as part of our mission and our ministry here that we do, and really make an impact. For the campers, one of the most significant places that difference is made is in the relationships they develop with their young adult counselor. And that really is where the magic happens in our programs. We work really hard to train these counselors well, first for safety and care of the campers. But then when we can cover that and make sure that they are safe and healthy and know that they are loved in this setting, then we're also working on faith formation. And faith here happens, it's not just taught, but it's caught. They see these young adults who are both fired up in their faith and also asking some questions and not really sure. They see that example, and it makes a real difference to the young people who come here for summer camp, because they walk away with a young adult mentor who really has shown them what it means to be a follower of Christ in the real world. And that really is where the magic happens. You know, our resources right now are of significant focus for us, because this past summer, with the pandemic around us, we made the easy decision based on care of our campers in our community, but the difficult decision based on what it meant for the ministry to not hold summer camp. I say to people say, "Oh, that must have been so difficult." And I said, if I was thinking of it solely about the health and safety of campers, which is always first, it was actually not a difficult decision. It was the right one, and we knew we needed to make it. But it was difficult for what we need to do in this ministry. And with that, our finances are significantly down. The resources we have, we're working right now. We have an appeal called Light the Fire that's working to bring together congregations, supporters, parents, campers, former summer staff to help us get through this period until summer 2021. So there's lots of ways to support us, and we want people to find that way that connects the best with them.
We are very blessed in the North Carolina Synod with some very strong outdoor ministry programs. When you and I were on staff, we had staff members from all over the country that sought out Luther Ridge to come there to be a staff member there. And our campers were even from not just the Carolinas or Georgia, but really from quite far away as well too. And that bodes well of Novus Way's reputation throughout the years. And obviously, to be able to keep those things going, you need support. And so, any way that we can be a part of that, I think is a good thing. That's blessings to y'all on that in the midst of this journey, because that is incredibly difficult.
We are planning right now, with a little bit of an optimistic eye towards next summer, that we'll be in a better place, and we'll be able to hold camp. But we're learning about what the precautions and what the protocols are that we need to have in place to be able to do that when we reach that more optimistic time. My hope and vision is that we will be able to have a pretty significant summer camp program at all of our sites in 2021. And that may even be pre-vaccine being fully distributed, but with the right guidelines, the right community management, all of those things that we can do it in a healthy and safe way. But I need people always to know that that is going to be first and foremost, because we can't
Absolutely.
do any of this other stuff. We can't do the faith formation. We can't do experiencing God's good creation like I have around me right here.
Yeah,
We none of that can happen if children and youth and adults are not healthy and safe and cared for.
absolutely. Absolutely. And you talked about God's good creation, that you're right there. You want to tell us where you are? Because I'm guessing
Yeah.
that isn't your normal office that you're at right now. So
Well, I'll turn around. I've got the chapel here at Luther Ridge right behind me. And you say it isn't my office. They do give me an office here, but I'm more of an outdoors person. So every once in a while I will just be like, forget it. I'm grabbing my laptop and I'm walking up here and working for the rest of the day. And if folks need me, they'll find me.
yeah,
It's one of the nice things about working on this incredibly beautiful property here is that, we got to stay in the middle of it.
yeah.
So I get out from under um, the drab lights of my office and everything, and get out here as much as I can.
Nice, nice. Well, Chandler, thanks so much for your time. I appreciate it, and we are certainly very thankful for the ways in which we can partner together with you. We were so looking forward to having some counselors from Luther Ridge be out to Epiphany this past summer for our Luther Road Day Camp. But,
Yep.
like you, we made the decision before y'all had made your decision to postpone it to 2021. And so we're praying that we're going to be able to do our first annual Luther Road Day Camp, and to get some kids on site at either Luther Ridge or Luther Rock here come
Yeah.
summer of 2021.
Yeah. Well, I'd just like to say to Russell, to you and your congregation, thank you for your support. Thank you for encouraging campers, not just campers, but for you all coming here as well. We look forward to the time when we're filled back up with lots of people. It gets a little lonely up here.
I bet.
But I would say thank you, and thank you for the ministry that you and your congregation continue to do during this time. I know that you all have lots of difficult decisions too that you're making about how to gather and how to best represent the kingdom of God in your community. So thank you for what you all are doing.
Yeah, thanks. And I'm thankful that God is faithful in the midst of all this.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
all
Yep.
right. Well, thanks so much, Chandler.
Thank you all.
All right. Hey, thanks so much for taking some time to listen to that interview with Deacon Chandler Carricker. We are very blessed in North Carolina with 4 strong Lutheran outdoor ministry sites: Luther Ridge, Luther Rock, Camp Agape over in Fuquay Varina, and then Curie Beach, literally on the ocean front at Curie Beach. It's a great place to go. My family has been blessed by outdoor ministry, and I know that many of you have been blessed by outdoor ministry throughout the years. I want to ask you to prayerfully consider how God is calling you to use your resources to help provide those half scholarships for our children and youth here at Epiphany, so that we can make camp as affordable as possible. Thanks so much, and God's blessings to each of you.